It's 6 p.m. The kitchen floor is covered in scattered toys. You haven't sat down in hours, and your toddler is screaming. You look around at the mess and wonder how you are supposed to prepare this tiny, unpredictable human for the real world when you can barely survive dinner time. But what if the way we measure early success is completely wrong? What if there is one invisible thing happening in this exact moment that determines their future intelligence, resilience, and happiness far more than any flashcard ever could? We live in a world that feeds on parental anxiety. You scroll through your phone late at night and see toddlers reciting the alphabet at age 2, reading at age 3, and doing math before kindergarten. The panic sets in. You buy the educational apps. You order the wooden puzzles. You sit them down, exhausted, trying to coax them into pointing out the red letter A. But they don't want the letter A. They want to throw the blocks. They whine. You sigh heavily. You push a little harder. The whining turns into a full-blown meltdown. And suddenly, you aren't just a tired parent, you are a worried parent. You think, if they can't even focus on this, how will they ever succeed in school? How will they survive in life? We have been sold a myth, a deeply stressful myth that tells us a child's brain is an empty bucket we need to fill with facts as quickly as possible. But science tells a completely different, almost magical story about what is actually happening inside your child's head before they turn 5. Imagine your child's brain as a house being built from the ground up. In the early years, society tells us to focus on the roof, the alphabet, the numbers, the colors, the polite manners. But you cannot build a roof on a house that has no foundation. And the foundation of the human brain is not built on memorization. It is built on the nervous system. When a child is pushed, overwhelmed, or feeling disconnected, a chemical called cortisol floods their tiny body. Their biological alarm system rings. And when that alarm rings, the learning center of their brain, the place where logic and curiosity live, literally slams its doors shut. The brain says, "We are not safe. We cannot learn right now. We just need to survive." You cannot teach a child whose brain is in survival mode. It is physically impossible. But when a child feels deeply connected to you, when they feel seen and secure, something beautiful happens. Their nervous system exhales. The alarm turns off. The doors to that learning center swing wide open. This is when neural pathways explode with growth. Empathy, focus, problem solving, and emotional strength are all born in the quiet, calm moments of feeling safe. A calm nervous system is the absolute prerequisite for a brilliant mind. Take a breath for a second and think about why this is so hard. Why does it feel nearly impossible for us to just sit with them in the calm? Why does their whining, their defiance, or their crying trigger such a volcanic reaction inside of us? Think back to when you were small. When you had a big, messy, inconvenient emotion, what happened to you? Were you held? Were you told it was okay to feel angry or sad? Or were you sent away to your room to think about what you did? Were you told you were being too loud, too sensitive, too much? For so many of us, our deepest childhood wounds are tied to the moments we were left alone with feelings we didn't understand. We were taught that we were only worthy of love when we were quiet, compliant, and achieving. So now, when your child falls apart on the kitchen floor, your nervous system remembers. The unhealed child inside of you panics. You aren't actually reacting to your toddler's sandwich. You are reacting to the echoes of your own childhood. You are trying to silence their distress because nobody ever sat with yours. But you are here, listening to this, trying to be the parent you never had. You are a cycle breaker, and being a cycle breaker is the heaviest, bravest work a human being can do. This realization changes everything about how we see our children. When they are screaming, refusing to listen, or shutting down, they are not giving you a hard time. They are having a hard time. This is the shift. You do not need to fix their behavior. You need to heal the connection. Instead of trying to control their storm, you become the anchor. In psychology, this is called co-regulation. A young child's nervous system is like a mirror. It cannot calm itself down. It looks at your nervous system and asks, "Are we safe?" If you respond with yelling, their brain says, "No, there is a threat, fight or flight." But if you lower your voice, drop your shoulders, and say, "I see how mad you are. I am right here," their brain reads your calm. Your calm literally transfers into their body, rewiring their architecture in real time. You are not spoiling them. You are building their emotional resilience from the ground up. Before your child turns 5, they do not need to know how to read. They do not need to count to 100. They need to know that their world is predictable. They need to know that their big, messy feelings will not cost them your love. They need to know that when they break down, you will be there to help them rebuild. And the most beautiful part of this science? It leaves room for our humanity. You will lose your temper. You will yell. You will get it wrong. Because you are tired and you are human. But the magic of brain development doesn't require perfection. It requires repair. So tonight, when the house is finally quiet and you are sitting in the dark, tired to your bones, let go of the guilt. Let go of the flashcards. Let go of the pressure to raise a tiny adult by age 4. You are watering the roots, and if the roots are strong, the tree will eventually touch the sky. You are doing enough. You are exactly the parent your child needs. Before you close this video, take one more deep breath with me. Parenting is a heavy, invisible load, but you do not have to carry it alone. If this video brought you a moment of peace or clarity, please subscribe and click the bell to join our gentle community. And if you leave a like, it helps this video reach another tired parent who might really need to hear this tonight. We are in this together. See you next time.